Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Sharny Kid here, and we'll be discussing some of the new updates that have been released for Urban Rivals just recently. Um, so, if you guys notice over here, there were like three chip colors. Three things that look like chips, like for gambling. There's a bronze, silver, and gold one. And then there's this thing called Wheel of Tokens. These will be for the update on the tournament mode or daily tournament mode. So, if you guys don't know what daily tournaments are, they're every other hour during the day. There's 12 tournaments, and for 60 minutes. So during that entire hour, you'll be playing against other players in a certain format. So like it's like random, non-random, of course, and then like T1 and T2 originally, and then they kind of changed it to standard and extended. I'll be explaining those terms when I get through reading the whole update. So there's that, and start with you. So let me read the update that we have as right now. Dang it, freaking hell. Okay. After several months of careful work and consideration, today a major change to DTs will be launched online. The main idea involves rewarding players' performances in terms of their winnings by offering you the chance to win a collector based on your results. The random selection of collectors no longer seem to suit your expectations. Okay, so that's the first part. So, how will this affect the DTs? There will be a return to T1 and T2 formats while the standard and extended formats will be dropped, and tokens will be introduced. So, where are these four formats supposed to be? So, T1 is mainly, T1 and T2 formats are mainly focusing on the star level of all your cards in a deck. And of course, eight cards can create a deck, so I don't need to explain that whole jazz at all. But what we all want to know is what is T1 and T2. So T1 is 25 stars or less, and then T2 is 26 stars or more. For example, the deck that I'm using right now is actually a T2 deck. And I'm probably guessing that my opponent's playing a T2 deck as well. But I don't really know that. Standard and extended is a little bit different. Standard is when they had the whole standard background and then this white background for all other cards. So, for example, new bloods, for example, like Dudsnop, or cards that you get in regular packs like Nemestic or Thompson, actually being a better choice, they would have a background with standard on it. With an S, and you have this diamond thing right here that also has an S. Then you have a mode called Extended, where you have all the cards with the regular background like this, the white background. Yeah, it seemed as if they limited the for those formats at the time, and it kind of cause a lot of problems, but I'll explain that when I get to explaining the entire thing. So these formats will therefore officially replace the standard and extended formats, being less restricted. The daily tournaments will be a lot more approachable for newer players. But this does not just affect newer players, it also affects older players as well. For example, some of the YouTubers that you guys know, some of them who played during those old times, me being one of the later members of the group, um, all of us have played through both formats, the T1, T2, as well as the standard and extended format. My opinion, this is my opinion right here. T1 and T2 seem better because I mean, yeah, it's being nostalgic and all, but um it's more than that. Like it's less restrictive, like they said. Like you're not limited to a certain group of cards while playing in standard and extended, which means that you're able to have more different options when creating a deck, but your only limits are like the amount of stars that you have for the deck. That's the only limitation that exists. So for older players, this should be considered good news since standard and extended, um, specifically standard, was limited, which you're only limited to like the newer cards as well as cards that you first get when starting the game. Um, and still they had to cycle out cards. So like after a year has ended, they're gonna start like this new format, and it kind of does something wrong. It's kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh and other card games. You know, like they cycle out the old and put in the new. It wasn't innovative. It was stupid. Just saying. It's just copying what other people had done. So it's dumb already. Just saying. Okay, so um, people think that this is a bad idea since it's just restarting the old format. But this is a good format because you're not restricted to that whole thing and the fact that it's not copying what other card games do. And most of that stuff's freaking broken as always. Anyways, like they take out some cards for. I'm not gonna explain it. I'm not gonna explain it because like all those other card games, it's so complex and it's gonna be longer to explain in this video because I don't think it's worth explaining. So the collectors were hard to get anyways unless you grind for Clint's or credits to buy cards from packs or from the market. Well, the whole market thing, it's buying the cards in the market. Um, but I'm betting you guys will still have to grind for these tokens just in case the token system is somewhat similar. And it is. That's the bad thing about it. It is. Gosh, it sucks. Gosh, it sucks. Anyways, tokens will give you access to collectors via the token wheel. For the time being, you will only be able to win tokens in the DTs. Tokens can be divided into three categories: bronze, silver, or gold. Okay, if you guys don't know what the bronze, silver, or gold is relating to, bronze, silver, gold. Common, uncommon, rare. Each category will give you access to a certain number of prizes on the wheel. Again, common, uncommon, rare. Just saying. No, they're okay. Other prizes available on the wheel are common, unusual, rare cards, battle points, cleanse, free spin, or XP. Most of this stuff you can get from completing missions. I mean, except for the XP, because that you have to freaking grind for. Plus the fact that like you have your reserve anyway, so that's why you're grinding for XP. And oh man, wow, you're a jerk. Sorry, I had to say that. Okay, to try your luck on the wheel, there are two betting options. One token, a chance to win either collector or any other prizes, or 100 tokens, a guaranteed CR from among those available in the category selected: bronze, silver, or gold. And like I said, common, uncommon, rare. So it really depends on the rarity of the card itself. And frick. So to think about it and get my mind off that match, so if you guys know what rarity a certain card is, so like Dahlia CR is an uncommon, DJ Core CR is a gold, you know, yeah, you can choose that, and then hopefully you get the chance to win that card, and then other times you freaking flop and get some of the sucky CRs, and everyone's gonna be laughing it in your face about it. Okay, that last part was just a joke. So one of the things that I highly recommend is grind, freaking grind for it. Don't just get your one token and press your luck on it. Grind for it. Okay? So how will tokens be rewarded in DT? So the top player in every DT, and since there's going to be two tournaments going on during 1 hour, one's a T1 and the other one's T2. The two winners, um, for their respective DTs, will get 6 gold, 3 silver, and 3 bronze, as well as a big amount of the jackpot, a credit, to go with it. Second place would get 5 gold, 2 silver, 2 bronze. Third, 4 gold, 1 silver, 2 bronze. Fourth, 3 gold, 1 silver, 1 bronze. Fifth, 2 gold, 1 silver, 1 bronze. Sixth through 10th is 1 gold, 1 silver, 1 bronze. 11th through 25, 2 silver, 1 bronze. 26th through 50th, 1 silver, 1 bronze. 51st to the 100th spot, 2 bronze. And 101 to 150, 1 bronze. Okay, I need to explain this now so everyone can understand how I feel about this. DT still has some problems. Yeah, I used to be a DT player, and I know that there are still problems. One of the main problems that has been keeping me away is that whole time limit problem that, you know, that relates to if two players in the DT, so like the leading two players or probably anyone who's in the top 10, have 100 or more points, the time limit decreases every round. And I know like this kind of benefits those who are really having this fast pace playing in DT. And that's fine. I'm not against it. But I'm not for it either. I mean, I'm really not for it because one, you're already limited to two time limits. One is that 60 limit for the daily tournament. Second, your regular round time limit, which are much less compared to a regular time limit in a regular match. And then you put that on top of it, the whole decreasing time every round. Do you think that I really care about trying to win my matches just so that I can get into the top 150 or something like that? I mean, yeah, I didn't get distracted. I mean, like if I wasn't distracted by other things too, like probably watching a YouTube video or working on a video to be specific, then that's another story. But, this is still a problem. Just saying. But do I think that it's time for me to return to DT? I'm still thinking about it. So, there are some good things about it that was out, and there's some bad things about it that came out from this news. Good things is a new type of currency that you can deal with now compared to you have your tickets, you have your clearance, you have your credits, you have your I mean you now have tokens to deal with, and there's a chance that you can win really cool prizes and stuff like that. So there is a plus there. Um, the fact that random selection's gone, I'm not really against it. Being gone, I'm not really for it either. Um, I mean, top five players should at least gain, a CR, you know, an automatic CR too. I mean, well, actually, that may break the thing. Never, yeah, never mind. It's gonna break it. I'm just saying. Um, the T1, T2, I really love T1 and T2, so that's a good thing. Bad thing that happened is more freaking grinding. More freaking bloody ass grinding. That's the one change that's considered a problem for most players. And this goes for every single player in this game. And a lot of the newer guys, they hate grinding. That's why they're freaking working on videos to try and hack YouTube. Just saying. I mean, well, just trying to hack onto UR just to get a lot of clints and credits just so that they can buy a lot of cards. Like they're so freaking lazy of playing the game or, trying to deal with the market or trying to do some other things relating to this game and then cause so much commotion and stuff like that. So, do I think that this was actually some good news or bad news? Since it's a discussion, I'm not really thinking of it as bad news. I think there's a lot of potential for this type of stuff to happen. Plus, they announced that as right now, it's only for DT, but they're going to probably release it to other modes as well. I mean, the token system would affect other modes as well. So hopefully, it doesn't break the game. That's the only problem players are thinking of right now. Hopefully, it doesn't break the bloody game. So that's it with this video. You guys can discuss this topic in the comment section below. I don't really have any questions for you guys other than what do you guys think about this idea that they've come up with? I know like some people are already putting it in the forums saying that like, oh, I hate it. It's terrible. I like the other modes better. It's like, I mean, like I love the old format. I mean, I love the standard and extended format. It's like, okay, that's your opinion. So, like I said, discuss it in the comment section below. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys check out the other videos on my channel, as well as the other channels on YouTube. I know, like, they haven't been working on videos, huh? Like, I've been out of it. Sorry. And again, that's it. Peace out, you guys, and have a nice day.